Okay, so if you spend any time at all scrolling through design feeds, I guarantee you've seen something that looks a lot like this. It's called a stacked staircase, and honestly, it's a brilliant solution to one of the biggest challenges in modern living. Today, we're going to break down exactly what makes this design so smart and why it's become so popular. I mean, it's the classic dilemma, isn't it? You want that cool loft or multi-level apartment, but the second you put in a regular staircase, poof, it feels like half your living room just vanished. So how do you get from one floor to the next without sacrificing all that precious real estate? And that really is the paradox of trying to live in a compact, multi-level home. A standard staircase is absolutely essential, but man, it can be a huge space-eating monster. It often ends up dictating the entire layout of your room, forcing you to make all sorts of compromises. But what if your staircase could be something else? What if it could be both perfectly functional and incredibly compact? Better yet, what if it could actually become a design statement all on its own? Well, that's exactly what this now web-famous solution does. It turns a simple utility into a piece of art. So let's meet the stacked staircase. The concept is so simple, but it's totally brilliant. Instead of a traditional open design, the steps are basically solid blocks, stacked one right on top of the other. This creates this really solid sculptural form that takes up just a fraction of the space. And just how little space are we talking about here? Well, get this. This particular staircase fits into a footprint of just 1.8 by 2.2 meters. To put that in perspective, that's about the size of a large dining table. For a full permanent staircase, that is incredibly efficient. Just amazing. All right, so how does this whole thing come together, and what's it even made of? Let's dive in and deconstruct the key parts that make this design so clever and elegant. We're going to look at the base, the surface, and that sleek railing. Okay, the genius here starts right at the bottom. See how the first two steps are wider than the rest? They actually form this little platform. And that's not just for looks, it's a built-in display shelf. It's perfect for a few plants or some decor, and it instantly makes the staircase feel like part of the room. Now, the materials are absolutely key to pulling this off. The treads are finished with a 1.2 centimeter slab of Calicotta gold. That's a gorgeous type of marble with these really bold, beautiful veins, and it's laid over a solid baseboard. You have to remember, a staircase gets a ton of foot traffic, so using a durable material like this ensures that premium look is going to last. And what about safety? Well, they struck a perfect balance with this super minimalist railing. It's a single, thick panel of ultra-clear safety glass, so it creates a barrier without adding any visual clutter at all. And look at this detail. The edges are rounded and polished. It's a small thing, but it's crucial for preventing injuries, and just adds that soft, high-quality feel. Now, I know exactly what you're probably thinking. It looks beautiful, almost like it's floating, but is it strong? Homeowners always want to know about the load-bearing capacity of a design that looks this sleek. And the answer? Well, it lies in some very solid and very clever engineering. The secret is a really robust three-point support system. It's actually quite simple. First, the base is anchored right to the floor with two solid feet. Second, part of the structure is anchored directly into a load-bearing wall right next to it. And finally, the very top is connected to the building's main structural beam. Those 3 points working together make this whole thing incredibly stable. But you know, a design like this is about so much more than just smart engineering. When you have a feature this prominent, it doesn't just connect two floors. It really starts to define the whole character of the home. And that, right there, is the real takeaway. This design challenges us to see a staircase not just as a way to get around, but as a central feature, almost like a piece of sculpture. Or, as our source material puts it, it can be the very soul of a home. It's an object that commands attention and tells a story about design, about efficiency, and about modern living. So that leaves us with a question to take with you. Just look around your own space. Maybe it's a staircase, maybe it's a bookshelf, or that favorite chair in the corner. What's the one feature in your home that does more than just its job? What part truly tells your story?